So what better way to learn Facebook ads than look at one of the industry leaders' strategy? Byte Toothpaste Bits is killing it when it comes to Facebook ads for e-commerce. From a Shark Tank appearance to hitting over $3 million in revenue in 2019, this brand is definitely winning the e-com game. In this week's video, I'll be analyzing their Facebook ads, sharing with you exactly what they're using with their ads, what makes them outstanding, and how can you replicate that strategy for your own e-commerce brand. My name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications to be one of the first to know about these cutting edge e-commerce marketing tips posted on the channel every Wednesday. All right. So pretty simple. As you can see, I'm now on their Facebook page, and it's something that you can follow along while watching this video. I mean, it depends when you're gonna watch that video, but if you're watching it, pretty soon after it comes out, then chances are their ads library is pretty much gonna be the same. That said, you just wanna head down on their page, go to page transparency, go to ad library, look at what they have. Here by default, as I'm in Canada, it's what it's over there in the URL, but let me just change that to all, and it'll load all of their ads. And as you can see, there's a whopping 340 ads right now active for Byte. By taking just a quick look at what they have, so if we just start scrolling down a little, you see there's many different types of creatives. So there's still images, carousel, videos, there's more portrait-like pictures, there's more, square images, there's many different formats, and as you can see, many different types of creatives. So some of them are more PR, some of them are more about, what seems to be user-generated content, and let's analyze a few of these ads. So let's start by taking a look at that ad right there. I'm actually just gonna put some pretty low volume right there, just so I can talk over it actually, or you know what, I'm even gonna mute that. So one of the first things that you see is that they hook you with the product. I mean, Byte is repeated many different times at the beginning. And as it says right here is that Byte, essentially, they're known for the toothpaste. And now they're releasing a new deodorant. And she mentions that right off the bat. So she's like, hey, I'm just getting this new deodorant from Byte, which is the company I'm also getting my toothpaste from. So it's a really good leeway into their other products and what they're actually already offering or maybe known for in the market. If we continue watching this video, so she showcases the product right off the bat, does an unboxing, talks about some of the benefits. So that essentially talks about what makes them different. Showcases refill, that's something cool. She has also talks about her experience, like just smells it, wow, smells good. So it's basically a bit of a feel-good video. It showcases the experience of unboxing the product, and then she just sort of says out loud, some benefits, features, as well as what she thinks is great about this brand. Then we lead into how to use the product. So it showcases how, I guess, easy it is to use it, how convenient, I guess, it is also to use that product. And then as we go, essentially, as you can see, she's talking with her boyfriend. So if I'm looking at an ad like that, that would probably be targeted towards a young woman audience. And then in that case, you see the boyfriend using it in the background too. So it's like, you see that it's versatile, you see that anyone could use it. And that's a really good angle for that. So the angle in this video is clear. There's only one, which is a young woman. How can she actually utilize that in her life? You see there's lots of plants in the background, lots of green stuff. And looking at the video and, hearing what she discusses, it's all about, oh, no palm oil, that's good for the environment. Oh, zero waste company, that's also good. So we match the profile of who would potentially buy this type of product. Then there's ad 2, which is gonna be really simple, really short and sweet. So if I just play that right there, you're gonna see, the first step is like refillable, plastic free, toothpaste tablets. It's like, that's interesting, that's already there, catches the attention. You just see it's also satisfying. So I don't know if you guys can hear the sound right now, but if not, obviously not at the moment because it's muted, but if you want to head over to their ads library, I'm probably going to link that in the description down below. You're going to be able to hear that video. It's a pretty satisfying sort of tingling sound when the toothpaste bits fall down. So satisfying is one of the type of videos that people like to watch. Satisfying can be many different things, right? That's the reason why people like ASMR. That's the same reason why people like to watch cooking videos, because a lot of the time that is satisfying. And that's the same thing with this type of video. And also, off the bat, if we're just gonna refresh this page, you see the thumbnail has all of the benefits listed. But, we just lost that actually. But nonetheless, it had, as you can see right there, all of the all of the benefits listed, plastic free, toothpaste tablets, and just really short and sweet videos that showcases the essence of their brand. So it's like, all right, I can refill my toothpaste. It's pretty interesting, right? Who here like actually uses toothpaste bit rather than having actual like a toothpaste tube? Probably not a lot of people. So if that's the case, then that sort of piques your interest and wants you to click on the video afterwards and then learn more about the product. And looking at that video that we have right there to the left playing at the moment, it's more of a lifestyle like video showcasing the case, showcasing how to use the product. This is, again, we're still in the satisfying era. We're showcasing, really close-ups of the product, how smooth it is, to push out the deodorant. It's also, there's a little calming sound on the background. So we're still playing with this lifestyle emotions with this sort of video. And I don't know if you noticed the recurring theme so far, but those are really simple videos. Again, I keep repeating this on the channel, but no need to go out of your way, have a huge marketing budget, have a huge post-production team. These types of videos are really simple to make, really easy, and you'd rather not think too much than overthink, because when you start to overthink, you may over edit, add too many effects, and something really simple will win just like that. And most of these videos that I'm showcasing right now have one main message. There's not a tons of message. Like this one, it's aesthetic. It's overall about the benefits and the product and how it fits into your lifestyle. Looking at something like this, just like a lot of the videos and photos that they have, it's about, it's Bite because it's the earth. Bite, is also about how eco-friendly they are and how essentially they're good for the environment. So that, it's a feel good for you, it's a feel good for the environment, and that's a really good thing to market for. And then another angle that they have, which actually I kind of lied by saying that this one only had one angle, because they're talking about gifting, but it's Christmas, right? So they have gifts in a few different ads, just like that one. This is the season gift, ditch plastic. So essentially they're playing with this time of the year. As you can see, it's a green background, so it's kind of Christmas-like, but also ties in with the environment. So have one main goal, market that with your ad, and go super narrow with your creative and ad combination. So stacking audiences may not be working as well as it used to. I'm saying that, and by knowing well that we have some of our clients that we still stack interest-based audiences for. So for some people it works, some people it doesn't. But what's certain is that even if you go really broad targeting but have a really narrow creative and copy combination, it'll work really well with your strategy. Another angle they're playing quite a lot right here, and they had that also with the individual price of their little toothpaste bits, is just that pricing. So they're always talking about how cheap it is compared to conventional options, and saying here, start your subscription for $750. And you're like, $750 really doesn't seem too bad. So it seems pretty cheap. And then you take a look at it, you're like, what am I getting for $750? And they had another ad earlier which was talking about, for a little less than 25 cents a day, I believe. So saying that, is, I could make my life better. That's pretty much the way the position is, like, make your life better for less than 25 cents a day. That's really good for the consumer, because they're seeing that, they're like, well, that's pretty cheap, and how can, for only 25 cents, I can improve my quality of life. So you play with the pricing. And in this case, if we look at this other ad right there, that's, right to the side. So let me just mute that real quick. It's also a really good way. We showed that earlier, but essentially they have a lot of benefits and features listed with some of the videos. That one is purely that. So it's just benefits and features. And they literally tell you at first is why, 4 reasons why Bite is better than your conventional options. So it's the perfect amount of toothpaste every time. It's good, just bite down. So you see, basically they show you in action how easy it is to use. Then talk about the environment, how essentially the conventional, again, they talked about, it's always a comparison. So conventional options versus us. So if you're selling shoes, then typical shoe brands versus ours. If you're selling clothing, typical clothing brands versus ours. They never hear name, any big brands like Crest, Colgate. They never any name, they don't give out any names like this where, this could be defamation. So obviously you don't want to go into that. But if you're thinking of the competition and you're doing something that's really getting you the edge over what they're doing currently in the market, then you always want to compare yourself. So a good example, we had a client that was selling candles that lasted a little longer than Bath and Body Works candles and actually were costing much less. So obviously we never mentioned Bath and Body Works, but the way we went about things with this strategy was, hey, cheaper than your conventional 3-wick candle, cheaper than your favorite 3-wick candle, and lasts longer. Right now, it's probably not saying the right words, but something along those lines. And obviously, if we're thinking of a 3-wick candle, we know what brand we're talking about, but we're never naming them. That's pretty much what they're doing here. So talking about their impact, how they're saving, landfills and oceans, how, you can refill also your toothpaste bits. So that's pretty good. It's also clean, so you don't have any, cruelty-free. It's clean, effective ingredients. And that's pretty good, and then it's better for your teeth. So they're actually showcasing how their technology is not harming your teeth as much as your regular toothpaste. So that's pretty much it. And then if we're ending it at the end, basically call to action, little animation in the background, it's their logo, you see the product, shop now. That's, in my book, a perfect video. Why? Because you start off early on from the bat showcasing the product, and then you lead into some benefits, you end with the call to action. It's great overall, showcases everything. It's really direct to the point. People have no time to waste when they see such an ad. And as you can see, I think there's a reason why they're using 41 variations of that same ad. So to recap this video, essentially some of the things that we want to take note of in this case is, first, make sure you have ad variations for each different medium. So if you're advertising in stories, have an ad in story format. If you're advertising for feed, go 1x1 or 4x5. So you want to make sure your formats are good, because that's what they're doing. Second of all, UGC is king. They're using a lot of that, but different types of UGC. So they're having testimonials, they're having unboxing, they're having try on. One of the videos that I showed you, one of the first ones actually that we looked at together, was a bit of a mashup of it all. So it started with an unboxing, then she went on showcasing the product, then it was a try on, and then the overall sort of testimonial at the end. Then you can also, those are really simple videos to make, right? And those, if you're just starting out, those are great. Those are really gonna get you far, and you can actually scale with those 100%. But if you're already a little more advanced, have done a few of the UGC's videos, what you can start doing is first add little animations on screen like we've seen with some of these videos. So little pop-ups, little call to actions, logo, captions, really important, because 99% of the time people will have their ads on mute. So if they want to get, hooked, you have to tell your hook, you have to tell what is the content of your video ad in the text format on screen. Then they also have a few sort of edited videos that we've seen, right? Some showcasing the benefits of the product. Again, I'm saying edited, but that is not crazy edits. You can do that with iMovie. You can do that with some of the online apps like Veed. There's many different tools out there. And one of the options we're actually telling our clients sometimes, if they want to make videos like that with a really small budget, is through the Instagram tool. So act like you would be posting an Instagram story, and then most of the time you can add little overlays, little text, and those work great for ads also. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand or store owner making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand, I would invite you now to click on the first link in the description down below and book in your very short 15-minute demo call with our team. On that call, we'll see if we're a good fit for each other. If we are, then best case, we'll leave up together, partner up, and then help you scale your business to the next level. If we're not the best fit, then no worries. Worst comes to worst, you'll leave this call with a free action plan to implement on your own, or even give your current agency. On that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys very soon. Have a great week. Bye.